There's a story about Napoleon Bonaparte that very few people know. It is said that when he came to Egypt in 1798, he decided to spend the night inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, alone, in complete darkness. He went to the king's chamber, the silent heart of this ancient monument, built by Pharaoh Khufu more than 4,000 years ago. Inside lies a massive red granite sarcophagus, still echoing with history. Some say if you strike it gently, it rings like a bell. That night, Napoleon entered the pyramid carrying nothing but a candle. He walked through narrow, haunting tunnels and finally reached the chamber where no sound, no light, and no time seemed to exist. Would you like to take that same journey? From the comfort of your chair? The pyramids have fascinated people for centuries. Even on a simple map, you can feel that they are not ordinary structures. Their alignment is almost supernatural. Each side precisely faces true north, south, east, and west. And yet, when this was built, there were no satellites, no GPS, not even a compass. Still, they achieved a level of perfection we can barely understand today. The Great Pyramid stands at the edge of Giza, where the Nile once reached its feet. Today, the city has spread around it, but once this plateau was the silent gateway to eternity. This pyramid, Khufu's pyramid, is the only survivor of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It has stood for 4,500 years. Imagine that. If we think about the year 2500, it feels like distant science fiction. Now imagine the 2500s asterisk before Christ asterisk. That's when this was built. When it was completed, it became the tallest building on Earth, and no structure surpassed it for nearly 4,000 years. Over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, were stacked with impossible precision, all for one purpose: the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife. The Great Pyramid contains 3 main chambers: the king's chamber at the top, the queen's chamber in the middle, and a mysterious underground room cut directly into the bedrock. What these chambers truly represent, no one knows for sure. Even after centuries of exploration, the meaning behind their design remains unsolved. The current entrance we see today wasn't part of the original structure. It was opened in 820 AD by Caliph al-Ma'mun, the son of the legendary Harun al-Rashid, the same ruler whose era inspired asterisk 1001 Nights asterisk, the tales of Aladdin and Ali Baba. Ironically, the caliph's men broke into the pyramid while following a sound of stone falling deep within the corridors. That echo led them straight to the original passage, hidden for thousands of years. Some historians believe al-Ma'mun's tunnel wasn't the first break-in. They think ancient thieves had already carved their own path inside, searching for treasures buried with Khufu. The tunnel still exists today, narrow, steep, and suffocating. It takes you deep beneath the pyramid, nearly 90 meters below ground. It's impossible to walk there without feeling the weight of millions of stones above your head. And it's here that the oldest and most mysterious chamber lies, a rough, unfinished room carved directly into the earth. No decorations, no inscriptions, no clear purpose. Just silence. At first glance, they look like props from a science fiction film. But these are real. They belong to researchers trying to scan the pyramid's interior using the latest technology. Even after thousands of years, we still have no idea why this lower chamber was built. Was it an early tomb, a symbolic space, or something else entirely? We may never know. But every discovery only deepens the mystery. Returning from the depths, we climb toward the upper chambers. On each side, there are 28 carved recesses. Some believe they once held wooden frames to move massive granite blocks. Others think they formed part of a counterweight system, an ancient engineering masterpiece. At the end of this gallery lies the king's chamber, sealed once by giant granite slabs to protect it from grave robbers. We finally arrive. The king's chamber, a room made entirely of red granite, polished to perfection. The only object inside is the sarcophagus. Carved from a single block of granite, it's too large to have passed through the corridors. So it must have been placed here asterisk before asterisk the pyramid was even finished, and then sealed within. 2 narrow shafts open toward the north and south sides. Were they meant for air? Or for the pharaoh's soul to ascend to the stars? We still don't know. In recent years, scientists have used a method called *Muon tomography *, a kind of cosmic X-ray to look inside the pyramid without touching it. By measuring muon particles that constantly shower Earth, they can detect hollow spaces hidden within the stones. Researchers from Nagoya University carried their instruments through the Queen's chamber and the lower corridors, piece by piece. Their results were astonishing. They discovered an unknown corridor above the original entrance and a much larger void above the Grand Gallery, about 40 meters long. It's the biggest discovery made inside the Great Pyramid since the 1800s. After 4.5 millennia, the pyramid is still revealing new secrets. Every new clue invites another question. The more we learn, the less we seem to understand. The Great Pyramid has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of religions, and the transformation of the modern world, yet it still stands, silent and eternal. It has become more than a tomb. It is a mirror of human curiosity, a reminder of how far we can reach and how much mystery remains in the stones beneath our feet. And now, back to Napoleon. After spending that night alone in the king's chamber, he emerged the next morning pale and shaken. When his officers asked what had happened inside, he refused to speak of it. 23 years later, as he lay dying, one of his companions reminded him of that night. Napoleon sat up, took a deep breath, and said quietly, "No, you wouldn't believe me." Then he lay back down and closed his eyes forever. Even today, no one knows what he saw in that chamber. Perhaps he glimpsed something we still cannot name. Something that belongs not to time, but to eternity. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more mysteries from history. Thanks for watching.